Imagine walking through a pitch black Times Square or Columbus Circle where millions of light bulbs never come on and you end up lost in an abyss of big flames, shining until sunrise. Night after night, this same scenario takes place and you ask yourself, will the lights ever come back on? It should have been around this time that a light bulb finally went off in minds across the world. 15 years later, renewable energy installation has increased 54% over the last decade, but so too has our exponential dependence on drilling, fracking, mining, excavating, and carving apart Mother Nature for more fuel, more energy, and more money. More, more, more. There will never be enough energy because we require more fuel each day to feed our nasty lifestyle habit. Like a horrible virus, our dependence on carbon-rich derivatives is a cancerous diet negatively impacting 100% of humanity around the world. Because of our overpopulation, need and desire to engage in the automobile culture and perpetuate non-equilibrium with Mother Nature, our demand will continue growing. Coupled with our human species' inability to adjust quickly enough to conserve and to redirect our future promptly, we suffer the results, which lead to humanity and the Earth's inevitable destruction and extinction. According to USA Today's July 10th, 2017 article titled Biological Annihilation, Earth's sixth mass extinction is underway, a study produced by Dr. Rodolfo Durzo, a professor of biology at Stanford University. Previous mass extinctions were due to natural climate changes, huge volcanic eruptions, or catastrophic meteor strikes. But this one is due to human activities such as deforestation, overpopulation, pollution, poaching, and extreme weather events tied to man-caused global warming, the study said. All this sounds pretty scary, and it looks like we are on a crash course with our inevitable demise once again. In the Bible's book, called Revelations, the end of what we know of Earth and man comes through a variety of diseases, plagues, and species challenges, ultimately leading to our extinction and then our rebirth as a better species. But there is a very simple solution. If we installed renewables, like solar, at the same rate we activated deforestation or polluted our air, we would solarize this entire world in approximately 3 years. Is this a reality? If you would, now please imagine being one of more than 50 million people without energy during the hottest summer months in a sprawling region of high energy usage and tremendous humidity. Your food supply will perish, plus our cell phones, refrigerators, telephones, nor cars work. You are stuck in the household as slaves to a very maladapted utility system. On August 14, 2013, the Big Apple and regions north into Canada's Ontario province and throughout the northeast USA were almost completely without electricity for 2 days and up to 2 weeks. The event contributed to at least 11 deaths and cost an estimated $6 billion in damages. Because I was stranded in Manhattan during this historic and unnecessary event, I'm going to take you further into this story, why it did not need to happen, how we can prevent this from happening in the future, and what the ultimate vision can be for the future of humanity's relationship with Mother Nature and the sun. A steamy morning ended up hotter than you know what by end's day. A short train ride from Long Island landed me smack dab in the middle of Ground Zero Memorial, not far from Wall Street. Then a long trip over to the Statue of Liberty left us on the water for an extra hour, since the harbor had shut down due to the electricity outage taking place as we stepped onto the Mother Liberty of Freedom. After a long day in the city, just past 4, when people were about to head home and an ice cream sundae sounded perfect, unfortunately, the entire grid went down, melting all ice cream in the state and leaving millions of children, parents, and single people stranded in one of the most extensive energy outlets in the history of the United States and the world. Humanity was now left without anything to say or do except be darn mad and hope next time they were better prepared. Many Millions of these same people also walked home to their borough across Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queensboro, Williamsburg bridges, and the Lincoln Tunnel because the subway had been shut down, traffic stopped, gas stations closed, and everything in the region unable to operate. If you've been stuck in a long-term power outage, then you know what I'm speaking about. If being trapped in a power outage has never been your fortune, you are a rare individual not to be impacted by our primitive electricity infrastructure, the very one that enslaves humanity to the whims of utility companies, big energy, and demonic agendas presented by those at the helm of such companies and association. Thing is, power outages, partial power, or shortages of energy never have to be our reality because we are capable of making wide-sweeping, paradigm-shifting decisions and taking action as a human species that will never allow the big utility or energy companies to activate their agenda and control our destiny. Imagine none of this ever happening because an overwhelming percentage of people all over the world decide to step forward, and immediately convert to solar and other types of renewables that ultimately provide an incredible sense of freedom from the traditional grid. This sense of freedom leads to a sense of empowerment for those who can do away with utility bills of any kind. Imagine never having to pay another traditional utility bill ever again, and when the rest of the neighborhood's electricity shuts down because of a storm or a terrorist attack, you and your family continue strong. I desire to help promote you and your family to make the changes necessary to take back your destiny and direct your future. Plus, your bank account is going to thank you for a great deal of assistance, unequivocal money savings, and a great idea for all. If enough people around the world switch to solar and renewable technologies, and yes, we're talking about millions of people, we will witness a change of unprecedented global levels. There are ample examples available on the internet and front pages of newsprint every day that discusses the benefits of solar and all renewables. It's up to us to do what's right and make the switch to solar. While you're researching to find out whether solar is right for you, please check out Intergalactic Energy, the quadruple bottom line energy management company dedicated to 100% global renewable energies fueling all aspects of human experience and existence. I truly hope a light bulb just went off in your head and you are able to move forward with the changes that will empower your family and all humanity. Thank you, and we hope to work with you to change our human experience for the better. Peace.